Hi, everybody. I am Holly Celiano, and today is Friday, April 11th, almost to the middle of this month. This is going to be a really quick podcast today because I've got to get out the door to work and I'll be gone all day, so I wouldn't get this done today. So, there is a lot of news coming at us at rapid fire almost daily now with these tariffs. And a lot of people are like, the tariffs are on, the tariffs are off. Trump looks like a fool. America looks like very foolish. But there's a bigger thing at play. It's all about leveling the playing field. It's about parity. We all thought it was about the currencies being revalued, which they will be, but the tariffs is leveling the playing field. So there is something I want to share with you guys to bring that up. Hold on one second. I pull that up. And where is it? Okay. So President Trump says China wants to make a deal, and they're in the process of figuring this out. So, Trump, if you follow Trump closely, this will agree with you when you read the narrative about China versus Trump tariffs. Please keep this in mind. They, Trump and Xi, are very close and very good friends. They are on the same team and playing things out for the outcome needed required. When he first went to China, meaning Trump, in 17, the two had a pact to destroy the cabal. The US White Hats and the Chinese White Hat generals worked hand in hand, along with Putin, if you can believe this. The CCP controlled China before 2016 election by the CIA Mossad trained generals. Long story short, Xi, top army fighters and patriot generals did a coup. With Xi, arrested and eliminated all dark generals and took back control and created a constitutional republic, like Trump and America has been doing. All the negative narrative on Xi is propaganda or misrepresentation, much on purpose. Russia has already been a republic since the original Putin was tried, convicted, executed back around 2012 to 13. The Russian courts. The current Putin 2.0 is not the real one, of course. Now, again, this is speculation. We don't have proof on that, but if you look at past pictures, Putin original is very different from what we see today. Xi is a Christian schooled at fine Christian universities while his dad ruled when he took over, the coup began. So, Steve Bannon, if you missed War Room, there's an excellent article about that. Trump has been at it since 1973 after Nixon resigned. The White Hats were eyeing him since then, if not before. A man in his mid late 20s. Think about this and keep in mind Trump's goal is level playing, all currencies one to one on par. Trump is MIT educated, knows about the real Nikola Tesla from his Uncle John, with 5 to 6,000 tech patents, all to be released over the months and years to come, including free energy, electromagnetic flying cars, replicators, med beds, and much more. And from Bull 589, all signals are flashing. The global currency reset is no longer a theory. We're not waiting for a reset. We are in it. So, for all those that keep saying, when is this going to happen? When's it going to happen? We're in it. We are in the midst of it. It's not at our level where the currencies have revalued yet, but we are in this reset. Here's the key signals you won't see on CNBC that prove it's happening in real time. Iraq is the tip of the spear. There are 200 billion budget stalled pending exchange rate change. JP Morgan embedded in Iraq's banking system. The CBI is coordinating with IMF and US Treasury. Northern oil talks delayed, likely stalled for final rate alignment. real-time banking reforms, and global trade integration. The RV is real. For those that question, a lot of messaged me, is it real? Because they're doubting. It is real. It's just being timed. Vietnam buckles under pressure. Trump hits them with 46% tariff threats. Vietnam begs for a 45-day delay, vows to buy U.S. goods, review currency policy, and correct FX manipulation. Major manufacturing hub forced into monetary realignment. Well, they're part of their currency being revalued. Currency correction is underway. BRICS and de-dollarization escalating. 40 plus nations applying to BRICS. Gold-backed settlement currency being tested. Petrodollar system is collapsing. Bilateral trade is in native currencies accelerating. Dollar dominance fading fast. US moves to reset the playing field, and that's what we're in. We're resetting the playing field. The EO 14178 projects digital assets and mandates financial modernization. DOJ ends regulation by prosecution. IRS chief resigns after immigration data sharing agreement. CFTC/SEC is being stripped of shadow power. The deep state's monetary grip is being broken. Tokenized infrastructure going live. Ripple acquires Hidden Road, a $3 trillion annual clearing volume. RLUSD stablecoin equals institutional grade collateral. IS2022 is now global. XRP, XDC, Stellar embedded in real pilots, not test nets anymore. And the new real rails are being built. They're already here. Sovereign debt is quietly restructured. Zimbabwe, Guam, Sri Lanka working with the IMF. Zim gold bonds are being tested. Talk of redemption, project funding, and historical instruments are surfacing quietly. The old debt system is being dissolved behind closed doors. Well, not really behind closed doors, because we really can see now what's being done. Tariffs are currency war in disguise. DHS via CBP collects US tariffs equals national security weapon. South Korea, Mexico, Japan, and Vietnam are all negotiating new trade deals under pressure. Trump's economic war is realignment through force. And right now, he just slapped China with 125% tariff, and they did the same to us. So it's all being done through force. Bilateral leverage replaces globalist frameworks. Market equals pain control transition. Stocks are bleeding slowly. Gold is surging. Institutional liquidity is migrating to on-chain assets, and global capital quietly repositioning. This isn't a collapse, it's a planned demolition. And the final thought, why people wait for dramatic announcement, the reset is already underway in plain sight. I'm going to read that again. Why people wait for a dramatic announcement, the reset is already underway in plain sight. One corridor, one bond, one bilateral trade shift at a time. The world won't wake up to the reset, it'll wake up in it. The currency reset, GCR, IQD, XRP, digital rails, tokenized economy, RLUSD, BRICS reset, financial transition. So it's huge. The other thing I want to bring up, where is it? Here it is. Close. Come on. Okay. So this was huge news. We had the largest delegation go to Iraq this week. Despite tariffs, U.S. brings largest trade delegation to Iraq. Al-Sudani received a delegation from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce on Wednesday, including American investors and corporate executives, accompanied by the U.S. Charge d'Affaires in Iraq. The meeting focused on strengthening economic ties and promoting Iraq as an attractive destination for foreign investments. The Prime Minister outlined steps taken by the Iraq government to facilitate business entry, noting the country's broad and diverse market, legal reforms, and investment incentives. He emphasized Iraq's stability. We've always heard it's about stability, skilled labor force, and ongoing development across various sectors. According to a statement from the U.S. Embassy, almost 60 U.S. companies are part of the delegation aiming to strengthen U.S.-Iraq private sector ties and foster fair and balanced trade between the U.S. and Iraq. So that is huge news. Why are they all there? Because Iraq is ready to be revealed to the world that they are on the world playing field. So this is huge. This is telling me they are ready to release their new rate and ready to be set on the world stage. They wouldn't be there unless they're ready to go. So they're there making their deals and setting up whatever it is that they're doing to launch Iraq. The other thing I want to pull up that was huge is this. XRP attention. Not even Trump at the crypto summit today can explain the XRP better than this. This is the best explanation as to why XRP will be the number one coin. So let me play this.
Let me tell you why Ripple's XRP will be number one and no other layer one blockchain, even if it has better technology, ever come close. It all boils down to a very simple analogy. Now, stick with me. If we go back in time, when everyone was getting around on horseback, and we tried to sell them a car to get around easier, do you think they would buy the car? Well, they wouldn't, because there's no roads to drive the car on. So think of it like this. Ripple are back in the wild, wild west, or even before then, and they have gone out and built all these roads connecting all the little towns and all the little cities. And then they say, look, go ride your horses on them. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to get from A to B, prove your trade. Fantastic. Then one day, the people are riding along the road and they see a car fly by. And they all turn to each other and go, wow, how good's that? We're going to have one of them now that all the roads are here. That car is XRP. And the roads are RippleNet. Everyone say, oh, they're not going to use XRP. They're already using RippleNet in the banks and institutions. All the roads are owned by Ripple. So whose car are they going to jump in when the system takes off?
Love that. Let me stop sharing and pull up. Okay. So that's a quick synopsis of where we're at. One thing a contact reminded me to share with everybody. If anybody approaches you about joining XRP, not XRP, XLM, oh my goodness, QFS, geez, need another cup of coffee. QFS to join and get your account set up. It's a scam. Do not do it. The other thing they're doing is they're telling you to sign up for a med bed, and some are charging $400. You do not sign up for a med bed. Don't do it. It's a scammer. Another one is telling you they will set up your XRP account, and you need to do that through them to get on the QFS. Nope, scammers, scammers, scammers. Please, please, please do not fall for that. I will never, ever approach you and say, do this. I know a lot of people are using my picture and my name to approach people. I will never do that. So if you ever get anything like that from me, it's not me. It's just to me so sickening that people have to prey on the innocent people and do this. It's actually quite sickening. Couple other things. Everybody keeps asking me, when's this going to happen? We really don't know exactly when this will happen. We can see all the pieces being put in place. We see the the reset. It is happening in real time. We, like I said, read before, we are in it. We are in the reset. The last piece of the puzzle is when the currencies revalue, and we're not quite there yet. Now, it can happen anytime because all the mechanisms for that are in place. Nobody will know when that happens, but just know you are positioned in the right place. And all the other intel providers out there that keep saying it's happening today, it's happening tomorrow, it's happening, we're there. It's Please don't listen to that. The problem that does, it makes people believe that it is happening today or tomorrow. They become caught up in that and they don't go take action for themselves today. And they are waiting for this, believing it's going to happen today or tomorrow. And sadly, they put themselves in a very bad financial position and they get lulled into this belief that it is going to happen imminently, like they keep saying. So all I can say is, and I've done this for myself, just go out, take action, do what you have to do for today. Know that this will happen. If you own currency, you are in a right spot for this. And when it happens, you will be rewarded. Until then, go do what you have to do for yourself today and don't be lulled by the intel providers saying daily, weekly that it's happening. Take care of yourself right now, doing whatever you have to do. I hope that leaves everybody with a wonderful day. I've got to get out the door and get myself to work, and I will be back next Friday. Obviously, if something happens prior to that, I will come back and report. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.